Keep6ix presents a powerful and honest conversation with Norman Tynes, who has spent the last 20 years incarcerated as a dangerous offender. This interview, Norman speaks openly about choices that led him into the justice system and the reality of long-term incarceration and the lessons he hopes young people will learn from his experiences. This conversation is part of Keep6ix commitment to educating youth, preventing crime, and creating awareness about real consequences of bad choices.
My name's Herman Henry, and I'm working on Keep6ix as a board member. And today I'll be interviewing Norman Tynes. He has the questions. He'll be answering the questions. It's this is a full circle. I've known Norman, I think, since he was 9 or 10. He used to come on the train when I used to work at Via Rail before I got into corrections. And then when I was in corrections, he was one of my favorite inmates at the Don jail. So, Norman, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Looking at the questions, you could just read the questions and give me your feedback of what's going on. So it's not me talking because this is really your story. Okay? And if I need anything to interject, to talk to you and ask you certain questions, I will. But just go ahead. Just introduce yourself, go through the questions, and do the best you can.
Well, I'm 56 years old. My name is Norman Tynes. I'm now serving a dangerous offender sentence, and I got that sentence in 2008. I was 38 years old. So I've now been incarcerated on this bit 20 years. I have two other federal sentences that I served, 5 years, 4 years. And if I go back into my childhood, when you're raised in the projects, raised in poverty, and you look outside the door, you see older guys that are engaged in smoking weed, guys that have flashy cars and flashy jewelry. Sometimes as young kids, we look up to that, when really that wasn't the way to go. I look back at my life. I wasted a lot of years. I had a boxing career that I let go down the drain because I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. In life, I want to just apologize to a lot of the younger generation, to my community I let down, my family I let down, I let myself down. I can't blame my problems on everybody else. I can't blame it on the law. I can't say enemies did me wrong. No one has did me more wrong than I've done to myself by doing the things that I was doing that landed me to keep going into prison. Somehow, to get to the places in life that you need to go, to drive up the highway, someone paved the road, someone moved the rocks, moved the trees in order for people to drive up the highway and get to work. I didn't pave my road right. I didn't pave the road right for the younger ones that were coming behind me. And for that, I apologize because I was doing the wrong things. Looking back at what life experience and structures and barriers that most shaped my life is that I was looking up to all the wrong people. Looking up to the wrong people and doing the wrong things when, man, I had lots of opportunity to do the right things, to where, you indulge in drugs. Drugs were one of the things that I got involved in, and at an early age of 18, messing around with crack cocaine here and there. to turn into a full-fledged adult where, Herman, I got involved with a lot of the wrong women, man, that weren't good for me, and I wasn't good for them. So I can't blame it on them. I got to blame it on me because I could have made the right decisions and walked away and went about my business, and I didn't do it. You know, you can't blame it on the justice system because we already know the justice system is not going to be fair. We have to sometimes take accountability for ourselves and the choices that we make. Because if you make excellent choices, then your life stays excellent. I didn't make excellent choices. This is why you spent a lot of time with me in the Don jail. I look back now and I actually see some of the things that we think are normal, Herman, are not normal, man. Because if I thought it was normal to say, hey, man, my girlfriend's a prostitute, my girlfriend's a stripper, like to look back at it now when I see that, man, 20 years just went by, man, that, man, I ain't got too much time left. Not to raise my kids. To look at my oldest kid's 35 and she really don't know me. My youngest one is 31. She really don't know me. My 16-year-old grandson, he never met me before, doesn't know me. All my grandkids. Man, I obviously was doing something wrong, man. And I look back at it now and I committed to change, man. To change, and a lot of the things, Herman, that, like I always say to people, I believe that I changed a whole lot, man. Because back in the day, man, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. You know me. I would be in a whole lot of trouble. I'd be still doing fisticuffs, running around, doing God knows what in here. I got a pro officer sitting here by my side, man, and you know, from the day that I got to this institution, I said, okay, man, I kind of throw the towel in and I'm done. She's never going to hear about me getting in any kind of trouble, any kind of subculture, because Herman, it was either this or I was going to die in a cell. And that was my biggest fear is that, hey, man, I don't want to die in prison, man. Like, the best thing I can do now is to be of service to people, man, or service to the young people that think, man, that, hey, man, you go to prison, you do a little bit of time. Man, that's not a legend, man. You're not going to win an award for that. And if that's what people are telling you, you're being distorted and it's an illusion that, hey, man, you'll be a legend going to prison because, man, that's what I thought. And that's stupid when people look up to you for that. I don't want people to look up to me for that. I want to be forgotten about this jail stuff. The minute I walk out the door, I'm forgetting about this jail stuff. I'm done. I actually throw the towel in because I never got anything good out of this life, man. I never got nothing good. I did the wrong things. I just look back at my life and, man, I could have been somebody. And I threw that in the garbage. When I tell people, go Google my name, Norman Tynes, Nova Scotia boxer, and they'll Google it and look back and go, man, you were really good, eh? I threw that away. Instead, I wanted to be on the other side of the bars, hitting the heavy bag, and you watching us hit the heavy bag on the range. That made no sense, coming in and out. I can honestly say that at this point in my life, I'm done. But I really apologize to the younger crew, whoever's going to watch this video. This is not what you want to do. This stuff here is going to destroy your life. You're going to let your community down, your family down. And I believe that you're better than this. You're better than this stuff that I'm doing because I'm sitting in prison doing this interview with you somewhere I've been stuck for 20 years. and still trying to get out. I'm almost there, but it took me 20 years to catch on. I wouldn't wish prison on my worst enemy. This is not the life that you want to live with someone in control of you, someone to tell you what to do every minute of the day. And there's always a cell open here for you in prison. They'll never run out of cells. And you're not going to be able to call home and cry to mommy. Mommy's not going to be able to save you. Prison is not a nice place. You can lose your life over the smallest little thing in prison. It's a big thing in here. I'm just glad that I'm making it out with my life. Knock on wood that, hey man, I get a day pro and I made it out. I want to be able to die in natural causes on the street, not die in a cell. Because they will let you die in a cell. You have any questions for me, Herman?
Well, I'm pleased, and anything I can do to help you get day parole or get out, I'm going to do it on my behalf. What I can do, and the same with Keep6ix, because I hear the remorse, and to tell you the truth, I would love you out, and me and you work together and go into school and talking to kids, because that's what I do sometimes. I go and I talk to kids on bullyism and stuff, and I would just like you to come with me and talk, because you're going to give your side of the story, and I'm going to give my side of the story, which was law enforcement. How I try to be fair with all the inmates. Sometimes it didn't work out that way, but that's life. But it would be nice for us to really do something in the community, because you know I'm in the lodge and I do a lot of work in the Black community anyway.
Yeah.
So I like to go to schools, high schools, and talk to kids and try and help them out. Even if I reach one kid out of 100, I'm happy.
And if you reach one, you did something, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But with you on your side, you giving your side of the story, I mean, it would be excellent. You've done a 360, Norman. You've done it.
No, Herman, I would love to do that stuff because, man, look, man, I had all the people there, man, to help me. Okay? I just wasn't paying attention because, man, honestly, when I look at young guys even now, okay? When I look at hard-hit young guys, and then I take a time out and I look at them and I go, man, I can't even say nothing to them. Man, I was like that. The exact same way. I was the exact same way. You know, the only thing I can do is sit down and talk to you. You know, like a lot of young guys around here, the ones I like, I try to talk to you. And other young ones will go, hey, man, you know why Norman's talking to you? Obviously, Norman likes you. When I'm trying to tell, we sometimes take constructive criticism for somebody criticizing you. And it's not that they were criticizing you. It was meant to be constructive and meant to help you. And sometimes we don't know how to distinguish the two differences between someone is sitting down and they're basically giving you some knowledge and information that is meant to help you. And we're not paying attention to it because, we're so caught up in, hey man, want to be a tough guy on the block and tough guy on the hood, tough guy in prison, that we're caught up in all the dumb things. When, hey man, smartest thing I can say, hey, go to school, get your grades, and maybe you're gonna become something. Because I never finished school until 2024. I had no GED, I had nothing. Until I said, okay, man, I'm gonna go to school and finish. I never went to school. But I've done that. I finished my correctional plan. And, I can turn around and look and say, okay, yeah, man, I changed, man. Because a lot of things that I would have done yesterday, I don't do no more, man. You know what I mean? So I think I commits to making the change in my life, man.
And you're gonna have the community support. That's
And Herman, I 100% know, man, you, Richie, and you guys are there for support because I am coming back, but I didn't want to yet put that to say, hey, man, I got to get through the day pro first. And they could say, okay, man, you got to stay in Alpha a year. You got to stay 2. So I was just focused on the first thing that's in front of me, and that is getting through my day pro. Because full pro and stuff that comes next with making a plan and getting your supports together. But yeah, that's something that I would enjoy, man. Is man, you know me, man. I could teach kids boxing. I enjoy kids, man, and being around kids, man. And hey, man, that's not what you want to be doing, man, because I've been there. Everything that they've done, I've done. I don't know, man. It's like, man, I look and I go, man, I wasted my life, man. Look how many years I haven't seen you for.
yeah.
20 years, man's gone on my life to where I'm going, man, I got no more time to give. I can't do another run. I'm not gonna get nothing out of this. I don't want to be one of these guys that I see walking around with walkers around here and an oxygen tank. I don't want to be one of them guys, man. I want to go home, and the best thing I can do is be of service to people, man. How can I help you? How can I be of service to you? That's what it is for me now. I just am happy to have a little job and live within my means and mind my business, man. I don't want to know people from my past. I look at certain guys and I look at Mr. Middleton. I've been in 20 years. You gave me a dangerous offender sentence. This guy's been doing a long-term offender sentence for 20 something years. I lost out on a lot of life, but I became a better person over the 20 years, man. Because I didn't care. I didn't care before. I didn't care about nothing, man. Now I care. I ain't got too much. I'm closer to 60 than the 50. So it's the end for me. I'm done. Plus, I'm kind of scared of my PO that's sitting behind the desk. I'm not coming back. I'm going to be her. I'm going to be her. What's it called? I'm going to be an example for all the other guys for that. She's going to go look and go, look, Tynes did it. He turned around because I'm not coming back here, man. I'm done.
Good.
I'll no longer do any more prison time, man. When they hear about me, they'll probably say, hey, man, Norman goes around and talks to kids and stuff, man. Because I've done everything from youth to young offender to all of it.
Yeah, you're gonna walk around with XCO.
You know what I mean? That's, Herman, honestly, that's just like I say to some guys, okay, you can't let somebody deter you from trying to get out of prison. Because if you don't have a good rapport with staff, because some young guys believe, don't talk to guards. Okay? How do you build a rapport with somebody or a guard get to know you to say, hey man, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take you on the ETA, man. Does help to try to lower your security or to do anything for you if you don't have any kind of friendship or make a rapport with staff. And I keep saying to guys that tell you that they really don't want you to get out of jail, man. If that's what you truly believe in your heart, don't talk to staff. You're gonna stay in prison, man. Like, I don't know, man. I've just changed, and man, I'm so happy to see you and Richie doing what you're supposed to be doing. But I can tell you that I changed my life, and if I can change my life, you know, it's like anywhere anyone goes, they can be from Nova Scotia, they can be from anywhere, and they say, Norman? Who? Norman Tynes? I don't want to be known for these things. I don't want to be known for what you know me for or what you heard about me. I don't care about those accolades. That's all shit I want in my past because, man, I don't want my kids to hear it now. I don't want my little grandson to hear it now. You know what I mean?
What
But
you
yeah,
want,
man, that's something that I would enjoy to do with you guys, man.
what you want them to hear is what you put back into the community and what you're doing for the younger children and the younger generation. That's what you want them to talk about. Hey, you remember Norman? Man, Norman used to go to high schools. He used to come around and talk to kids. He used to go to the projects and talk to people and try and help people and stuff. That's what you want to be known for.
Herman, you know that it's not so much at this institution, but in Ontario, man, it's like, man, I see all the young guys that are in jail, and it's all this gang stuff, all stuff that don't make no sense, man.
No.
That I look at them and like, they're a different recipe, man. Where, hey, man, I don't even think the programs here reach these guys, man. Or to get disconnected from being in gangs and stuff, man. Because when you go to prison, man, the gang ain't worrying about you, man. Man, he was a good guy, man, but you be in prison by yourself with, man, no money for the telephone, no money for nothing. No one cares. Most people forget about you. In life, you got very few friends that, hey, man, you're going to be able to call and say, hey, man, I need some help when you're behind the prison wall, man. Most people forget about you. Hell, man, you even got family that will forget about you, let alone friends. So, this is not the life, man. I know I'm done. You'll never hear about me getting suspended and say, okay, you got suspended. You got 10 more years to do. I don't got 10 more years to do. 66 years old, getting out of prison.
No. I hear you.
Yeah, man.
I hear you. Well,
So,
my brother, this was a good interview.
Okay, man.
And we're going to stay in touch.
Yeah, we'll stay in touch.
Yeah.
Just so all the young people remember, prison's an illusion.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
You don't win no reward for coming to prison, man. There's no reward for that, man. That's just an illusion. So with that being said, Herman, I love you, brother.
Yeah, you know what? You know you're one of my favorites. You know that. So
all right, man.
But
I ain't bad. I ain't bad no more.
You were never bad in the first place. You
Hey,
understood.
When they used to go, we got a problem with Times. Go send Herman for him. So, Herman, why did you come?
Anyway, Darby.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love it, man.
Okay, I love you, brother. Okay.
And I love you, and take care. And I'm gonna be working on your behalf.
All right, you guys will hear from me, man. Don't worry.
All right,
Norman, thank you.
All right,
Beautiful.
I love you, brother.
All right, Rich.
Okay.
Thanks.